Hello, Lines. This is Miss Lambert, and this is your World Geo Time magazine cover video helper. You're going to go to readylibrary.com and you're going to click on this time cover project. When you click on this, this video helper will be linked right here and embedded down here. You're going to click on the click here, and that's going to take you into the Mac and VIA group for this project. You'll notice that when you open it, your view may look like this. If you click on these four little boxes, it'll change it so that you can see all the resources in this group. You'll also note right here is your magazine time cover template. When you open this up, it's going to say, do you want to use template? It's just showing you a preview of what is in this project right here. And so you're going to click use template. And so when you click that, it's going to open up a Google slideshow of your project. And Ms. Root is going to go over this in detail when your class comes to the library, but I'm just going to quickly cover it. You'll notice right here are all your instructions about what needs to go in this project, and then right here, this is what you're going to be editing, and this image right here is what you're going to take out, and you're going to put an image that you choose in. You're going to put images here and here, headings. You're going to change all these words according to what this says right here. And then you're also going to be putting those images in here and describing them, okay? This slide is your references slide, and you will need to, once you get your citations, you will need to copy and paste them in here, and then you can delete this box out when you're done, and then you can delete this stuff up here. This is just an example citation. This is the citation for the picture that's right here, which you're not going to use that picture, nor are you going to use this citation. So you're going to delete all this out, but this slide is already set up. You'll notice right here so that when you paste in your citations, they should format. If you do Control-Shift-V, they should format correctly according to how the slide template is set up. Okay, so back over to your Mac and VIA group. Here's the list of the possible conflicts that you may be researching. And so I'm just going to copy and paste one of these. Okay, and so this is, let's say I'm doing war in Afghanistan. Okay, I'm going to come down here, and your best bet is to start, you're going to have to find out about your conflict, make sure that you have enough background knowledge to choose images and then describe the images according to your conflict. So you're not necessarily going to be collecting information about the conflict, but you do need to know enough so that you can find images that are appropriate for the conflict. Okay. So this is going to be an article about the country itself. Here is an article about the Afghan War. So I'm going to click on this one. And you'll notice in here there are some pictures. If you want to use one of these pictures, you can. If you decide you want to use a picture, you click on it. And when you click on that picture, you're going to click on the Cite button right here. You guys are going to be using APA citations. You're doing a reference page, APA citations. So you're going to copy and paste this. And you're going to copy and paste this into your box over here where your citations are supposed to live. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and paste that, and then I can read information and whatnot from here. Okay, if you can't find your conflict or in Britannica school, I suggest your next best bet is to go to Student Resources and Context. And again, this is just so you can get background information on your conflict so you can understand what kind of images that you're looking for and then be able to properly describe them. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Let's go back over here. And the reason why I'm saying copy and paste from this list up here is if you spell some of these things wrong when you are searching in the databases, it may come up no results. And you want to make sure that you are getting results. So you want to make sure that you're spelling everything correctly. Okay, so I'm going to put the war in Afghanistan. So you'll notice here there's an overview. This means that this topic is so big that it has its own little overview right here. So I can read this to just get a nice overview. And then you'll notice over here, there's 3 featured content articles. Those are going to be great articles for you to read just to get an idea of what that conflict is about. There's some reference articles, which are going to be good for just general understanding. You'll notice that there are 45 images in this database. There are almost 2,000 magazine articles and over 10,000 news articles. So this is a lot of information in here. I'm just going to click on this images real fast, and let's say I want to use an image from in here. Let's say I want to use this one, so I click on it, and then I'm going to wait for it to load, and then I'm going to click Citation Tools right here, and when I click on Citation Tools, I'm going to come right here to APA, and then I'm going to copy and paste this citation into my slides. Okay. I highly recommend that, you know, if you use sources from here, that you kind of find one that really is giving you an overview. And then one of the things that you can do, like let's say I'm interested in this news source right here, I can come over here and I can look for publication titles that I'm familiar with. Like USA Today would have articles that I can read and understand. The New York Times, Washington Post. You're going to want to focus on some of the bigger name publications so that you're not getting minutia about the conflict, but just getting enough content that you can kind of get an overview of what they're talking about. Okay. And then the last source that's in here is Infotrac Newsstand, or sorry, there's two more, Infotrac Newsstand and World Geography. These two I would only recommend if your conflict has very little information in either Britannica School or Student Resources and Context. Infotrac Newsstand is going to give you a lot of news resources, but not a lot of just general background information. Alright, Britannica Image Quest is an image database. And so this is going to be a great database for you to find images in once you kind of know enough about your conflict to be able to, so you'll notice that there's 3,000 images in here, right? So I can come over here and I can tell it that I want images from a certain, like Getty Images, for instance. Okay, so I can tell it I want images from a certain collection. I can tell it I want horizontal or vertical or square, and so I can filter my images that way. But this is going. So let's say I want to use this picture right here. I would come over here to Cite, make sure it's APA, and I would grab this citation right here and put it in my slides. Okay. This document just tells you a little bit about different types of magazine type sources. This one just gives you an overview of different types of sources in case you need to clarify that. And then this is your using sources with academic integrity, which if you open this document, you will notice that at the bottom of this document, there is information about paraphrasing, which is what you're going to be doing when you are writing your captions for these images. You're going to need to describe how that image relates to the major points of the conflict. Okay, so you're going to want to paraphrase some of the information that you are looking up in these databases. Okay. Miss Young is going to be there to help you, and Miss Stroot, and if you have any questions or you need anything, ask one of them, but you can always email me, lambertin@friscoisd.org, and I will be happy to help you, Lions. Good luck.